some random man came into my room really early in the morning and just like shattered glass and everything. My air conditioning has decided to break. Entering burned area, hazard of flash floods, debris and falling trees. Temperature dropping very quickly. This video is going to start off quick and hot. I'm currently in one of the most beautiful areas of the United States in a national forest. But with that said, since it's not June yet, everything is closed. I've gone to about 10 different camp spots to try and test them out. None of them have worked. This is my 11th right here. But as you can see, the gate is closed to the actual national forest. But it's about 4 p.m. and I'm done driving, so I'm gonna pull something ghetto, or redneck, if you will. I'm gonna just park in the parking lot right here, straight up, because I know no one's gonna say anything and I know it's legal, so that's all that matters, right? And it's still beautiful, right? I don't think Peachy will mind. She just wants to run around and have fun. It's a little bumpy on the way in. Not trying to rip my camper off. Been there, done that. Wow, hiking that would be super cool. Oh, this is a trailhead. Okay, that makes more sense. Entering burned area, hazard of flash floods, debris and falling trees. Okay, well, my guess is that it's talking about the actual trail itself, not this parking lot. So I think we're in the clear. Maybe me and Peachy will go on a treacherous hike. None of this is flat whatsoever and all rutted out, so I think I'm gonna park over there in that grass. That's the flattest spot. Two things, or one thing I guess. So it's not as flat as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna have to use my leveling blocks. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Really hope it doesn't rain, especially with those flash flood signs. Okay, we're in the clear, according to the weather app. That's nice. Well, that was much harder than I thought it was gonna be, but I did get it done. And it's not perfectly flat, but it's good enough. Better than it was. But now I wanna go for a walk. Grab bear spray just in case. Oh, thank you. How convenient is that? It's like it knew I was reaching for it. When I was checking the weather earlier, I was just looking at the rain. I didn't look at the temperature, but if you guys were paying better attention than I was, you saw that it gets down to 29 degrees tonight. I know. Fun. So I'm gonna check my propane really quick, just to ensure that we got what we need. I got half a tank, so I can make dinner and heat us. Sounds good. I gave Peaches a bath this morning and she just went and rolled in the dead animal. Over there, there's a carcass. Guess who's not sleeping in bed tonight? You. Come on, Peaches, let's go. Got my bear spray in case a bear or a person wants to try us. Where are we going, Peachy? I see some deer footprints. What is that? That's a big paw. I don't know. It's getting more and more windy. Obviously the weather app did say that, but hope not too windy tonight. I'm kind of camped like with these mountains on the sides, so I'm hoping that blocks some of it, but who knows. I wonder what my elevation is.
You're about 8,321 feet above sea level.
Okay. My body really must be acclimating to this kind of stuff, because a few videos back I was almost passing out while I was at like 7,000 feet. A little embarrassing actually to think about now. Whew. But when I was going over the mountains just a few hours ago, I think I hit about 11,000 feet and there was a bunch of snow and stuff. Okay, so this is a legit trail. We're going up a mountain. I don't know how much of that I want to do. She does not mind the elevation whatsoever. She's just looking for chipmunks. Feel free to call me a sissy all you want, but this trail does not seem like it's gonna stop going uphill anytime soon. And with this elevation, my body just cannot handle it. But I've actually made it pretty far. You can't even see my camper anymore. Okay, let's get up here, my little adventurer. Peaches, get up here. Come on. I'm huffing and puffing. She does not even know the difference. We're back inside for now because it's getting really windy and temperature dropping very quickly. I was fighting for my life out there a little bit, not gonna lie. The wind. The gusts are up to 42 miles per hour, which is ridiculous, honestly. But it's like that all around where I am. I could drive 2 hours in any direction and it'd be the same thing, so there's no escaping it. I was letting some fresh air in here and I think I might have gotten more than I bargained for. I got some dust as well. So that's nice. Okay. Hi guys, so I've made dinner. I have pasta and some really good asparagus. I'm not trying to hype myself up. It's actually not my recipe. I found it online, but I've been making it almost every day for the past week and it's so good. Olive oil, pepper, and some lemon. That's it. And then you bake it. I really wanted to get dinner done before the sun sets because I'm pretty sure I can camp here, but I don't want to like be a glowing sore thumb out here. Like, hey, come visit me, okay? So once the sun goes down, I think I'm gonna turn off all my lights and just kind of be a little inconspicuous, if you will. Dinner's kind of early tonight, but I'm excited. So good.
Karen threatens police after driving on the wrong side of the road.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
That's not good.
Incredible place.
Okay.
I mean,
Incredible place.
You don't think she's drunk?
rather there.
Probably. Hi. So as you can see, it's getting quite dark. It's only gonna get darker because I'm trying to be in stealth mode, okay? Tonight, it's gonna get cold, obviously, but I will have heat on. But sometimes the heat doesn't work all the time. The gas won't ignite and then it'll just blow out cold air. So just in case, and I don't realize, I'm giving Peaches her jacket. But it hasn't done that in a really long time, so it would just be really bad luck if it happened tonight. You guys like this little chair that holds my phone? Okay. But if it does do that and I notice, I can come down and fix it. It's still fixable. But since Peaches decided to roll in a dead animal, she's not going in my bed, unfortunately. Not happening. I got the heat set to a little under 70 degrees, so it should be fine. I'm getting all comfy in bed and realized I almost forgot the most important detail of tonight. Gotta keep all my cabinets open so none of my pipes freeze. That would be really bad. Same with the bathroom. Okay. Now we're good. Going through my roof really quick. And no one's come to tell me to leave yet, so I think we're in the clear. Also, you guys can't see it, but the stars are beautiful. Hi friends, really quick, I want to take a second to thank today's sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network that allows you to trick your device into thinking you were anywhere in the world. And I mean anywhere because they have over 3,200 servers in over 100 countries. I'm sure you're wondering, how exactly does this help me? I'm glad you asked. Whenever you're booking or buying something online, whether it's clothing, a train ticket, a plane ticket, a hotel room, you name it, the websites that you're booking from have a very sneaky tactic. What they can do is look at your location that you're buying from and then change the prices of whatever you're buying accordingly. For example, let's say that you're in the UK looking for a hotel. You go online and you notice that the prices are quite high. All you have to do is go onto Surfshark and change your country to the US, and then now you can watch all the prices fall. And basically this works simply because of supply and demand. If the website sees that everyone in this country is looking for a hotel room, they're going to raise the prices. But if the website thinks that you're on the other side of the planet, it's going to lower the prices in order to entice you. So that is one great perk of Surfshark, but that is not where it stops. Something else I personally use Surfshark for on a daily basis, Netflix for example. We all love Netflix. I started watching Schitt's Creek on there a few months back, and then they took it off the US version, but it's still on the UK version. So I was disappointed, but it was a very easy solution. All I have to do is go on a Surfshark, change my country to the UK, and then now I can stream Schitt's Creek through Netflix. Another great thing about Surfshark is that whenever you are out in public, if you have it running in the background and you're connected to a public Wi-Fi, it can protect all of your information. Because believe it or not, anytime you connect to a public Wi-Fi, anyone else connected to it has access to your information. I'm talking banking information, social media passwords, but if you just have Surfshark running in the background, it puts up a wall between you and anyone else connected to that Wi-Fi. But lucky for you guys, if you want to give Surfshark a try, they're giving my audience a special deal. Just go to www.surfshark.com/EthanTravels and use code EthanTravels at checkout to get an extra 4 months of Surfshark VPN. I'll also leave it linked in the description just to make it easy for you guys. But anyway, thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video and for providing everyone with online security. And also thank you guys so much for listening to the advertisements. They're incredibly important to my channel. Makes it so I can keep doing my job. So thank you so much. Back to the video. Peace. Good morning. I'm drying my hair. Think that should be good. Beautiful. I plan on leaving pretty early this morning because I just wanted to stay here for the night. So I'm gonna start up my truck because it's a diesel. And if you know anything about that, if you try to drive with the diesel when it's been freezing and you haven't warmed it up, the actual diesel itself gels up, from what I understand, and it won't go through your pipes, and it makes all these really scary, terrible noises, and you will stall while in the middle of driving. So in order to not have that happen, let's go. Wait. Okay. That's very cute. Whew. It's silent out here this morning though. Beautiful. The heat did work all night without problems, so I'm grateful for that. But, so that means Peachy was all nice and warm and cozy. I ended up changing out her jacket too, to a bigger one. But my bed was not warm and cozy because air can get under it, and above it, and around it. It's almost like those signs that say the bridge ices first before the road. That same science applies. So I was freezing last night. Okay, glow plug is off. Let's try. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna let that run for 10-15 minutes. Just backed off my leveling blocks, and I guess that explains why it wasn't too level, because they just sunk right into the ground. Straight up. Ugh. Wow. That's nice. Lastly, I'm curious to see how much propane I used last night. Hardly any, so that's great, yay! I thought it was gonna be empty. A few things this morning that I want to clarify that I forgot to last night. This was the last national forest that is for hundreds of miles, so that's why I stayed here last night. I really would rather stay here than like a truck stop or something, but I have a feeling that's where I'm going to be staying tonight. So if you're wondering why I would set myself up in such a cold place, that's why. Second, I did a horrible job at explaining what happened between Austin and I in my previous video. As you guys know, I was filming that video on Mother's Day. I had some other family emergencies happen the week before, so I had about 2 days to film a video, and I really just did not do the best at explaining. We are not broken up. That's my bad for not clarifying that. I appreciate all of your guys' support in the comments about you thinking that we broke up, but on top of that, I do not appreciate some of the really rude comments. So with that, just please be nice, be kind. We are still together. He's in a whole nother state visiting his family right now, and I'm going to visit mine. And then we're gonna meet back up in Maryland, which is where my family is. So just wanted to clear the air. Cool. But that's where I'm heading. I'm heading to Maryland today, and it should be fun. But I still have about 28 hours till I get to Maryland, so we got a lot to do, okay? So let's not waste any time, let's get going. Bye campsite, thank you so much for not having any flash floods. I appreciate it. Just got to Walmart for groceries, but this is one of the prettiest Walmart parking lots I've ever seen. Look at those mountains. Gorgeous. Just like that, I got an easy lunch for the road, and we're good to go. Hi friends. Oh, let me wipe my camera. Got something on it. A few things. So I'm currently in a totally different area, not a mountain to be seen. It's pretty in its own right for sure, but I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I have a quarter tank of diesel left, and I'm trying to find a gas station. There is one gas station up the road from me, about 10 miles. It's a Conoco or Conoco, however you pronounce it. Fingers crossed that they have diesel, because I don't know when I'm gonna do, because the next gas station is in like 100 miles. So that's exciting. Also, my air conditioning has decided to break. Like it'll turn on like that. But I think it needs to be recharged because no cold air is coming out of it. It's just continuously hot, and it's about 75 degrees outside right now. So last night I was complaining about it being too cold, and then now I'm complaining about it being too hot. But so that's what I'm dealing with right now. I just want to give you a little heads up, and I'm sitting in traffic at a construction area, so that's why. And since today's been so hot and I've been really sweaty, I'm honestly considering staying at a hotel tonight, just so that the fact that I can take a nice shower. It does look like they have diesel, thank God. Thank God. It's actually not too expensive, it's $3.49, so I'll take it. I've never seen a diesel pump that pumps this fast. Look at this. This is not sped up, and I have to keep like pulling it. It makes a really weird sound, as you can hear. And then on top of that, the ground is covered in diesel. But that's not water. This is all diesel. I guess I'll just check my gauge once I'm done. But I have to kind of eyeball it because it won't let me just stick it in and hold it. I'm really curious to see if it even gave me what I needed because that pumped incredibly fast. Okay, it worked. And I eyeballed that really well. I could have overflowed it. Well, I guess we're good to go. I'm gonna stop in this parking lot to make myself something for lunch and also get all this diesel off of myself because it's on my hands and on my shoes too. And this is where we are. In the middle of nowhere by a campground, I think. Well, I ate lunch and I just called a travel lodge in Oakley, Kansas. And I'm getting a room for tonight, so let's go. It's 3 hours away. Oh, we got this. After what feels like the longest drive ever without air conditioning, Peaches and I have made it to the hotel. We're gonna go check it out, the room. I already got my room ready. So here's the hotel room. We got 2 beds. I don't know why, but we did. Maybe I'll change in the middle of the night or something. Peachy's just really happy to have all of her toys. Based on the outside of this place, I was kind of sketched out because there's a bunch of like broken windows and stuff. And just like shattered glass and everything. But this room is actually quite nice. I mean, it's obviously not like a Hampton Inn, I'm not saying that. But for what I paid, it was under $100 with the pet fee too. So we're good to stay here for the night. I'm just not gonna go outside after the dark. Because outside looks a little scary. Turning on the air conditioner. What is this on the air conditioner? I don't know, okay. I think I'm gonna make dinner soon, which is gonna be a funny thing because there's obviously not a kitchen in here, so I'm gonna have to go in my truck in the parking lot. After a much needed shower, it's time to go make dinner. I know it's gonna smell really good and it's gonna make the whole parking lot smell like steak because that's what I'm making. So people are gonna be jealous, it's okay. I looked up this town and apparently it's really safe. That's what it says online. Is that weird that I get more sketched out being in a town than I do the woods? Maybe. Peaches, girl, see, even she gets weirded out. Stop, it's okay. I know we're usually in the woods. Just because you finish your dinner doesn't mean that you get to be all nasty now. Well, I certainly got some weird looks carrying this whole feast to my hotel room, but it's done. I made even more asparagus, I know. And then here's the beauty. This is my first time ever eating a proper meal that I made in a hotel room. Can you guys hear my upstairs neighbor? It sounds like they're just like pacing back and forth. I hope it's not an all-night thing. Dinner's very good. Happy with my choices. Hi friends, so it's been 2 days since I've talked to you. I ended up staying an extra day at that hotel, but just for the sake of editing this video, I'm glad I did because I don't know if you guys heard on the news all the tornadoes and stuff that went through, I think St. Louis. Around that time I was supposed to be in St. Louis, but it was delayed by a day because I decided to edit, so the Lord knew what was up. Okay, that's all I gotta say. God bless. I got a lot of messages from you guys saying you were worried about me, so thank you. I appreciate your concern. But my stay at the hotel was pretty good, other than the fact that some random man came into my room really early in the morning. I feel like I should elaborate on that sentence. Yeah, some random man just walked into my room while I was sleeping. I don't know what time in the morning because I was sleeping. Apparently he was booked the same room as me, so they gave him a key card and he just walked his happy self in. There's no problem with that, but the weird thing was that he just stood there and like looked at me while Peaches was barking at him, and I was like, can I help you? Like, out of my dead sleep. And he was like, well, I was booked this room, and I was like, I don't care, like, I'm here. You want to get in bed and cuddle with me? Like, leave. And he seemed, I don't know, it was just like, he just took a little too long to leave the room than I would like. He stood there for about like 10-15 seconds. Other than that, it was a good stay. Okay, glad we got that out of the way. And I was very proud of Peaches because she was about to rip an ankle off. As you can see, I'm already sweating. Before my next video, I want to get a haircut because this stuff is getting unruly, getting crazy. But I'm gonna hit the road. I have like 20 more hours or something ridiculous. So wish me luck, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, Once again, the hair is unruly, just whatever. I don't know what to do with it. It's been a few hours, I've made some progress. I'm currently in a Cracker Barrel parking lot for the afternoon. I know, super classy. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Doing all of those are free ways that you can help my channel out. I'd really appreciate it. I want to make this outro quick because I'm very hot right now. This video was a lot of fun, but if it was kind of all over the place, it's because I've been feeling all over the place. Going from one side of the country to the next will do that to you, to even the most sane people, and I'm not that, so it's been very stressful. But I'm making it work, that's all that matters. But really quick, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who supports the channel on Patreon. Thank you guys so very much. Because of you, I'm able to continue making content and show you all of the beautiful places that the world, but mostly the United States for right now, have to offer. So thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate your support. And an extra special thank you goes to Sean Crane, David Neal, Racer and Boo, Jared Gradwell, Jeffrey Borer, Christopher Novotny, Glenn Dillon, Greg Moffat, Ferret with the Spork, Matthew Walsh, Stefan Roshanek, Bashni, Glenn Lordshiver, Jay Redden, Rob Swan, Scott Krutz, Chris Fortin, Scott Sweaters, and Britt Saunders. Once again, thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate your support. If you'd like to join, all the information is in the description, along with other ways you can support the channel if you would like. On my Patreon, I post videos early. You also get your name at the end of my video depending on which tier you join. That's what all those names that you just saw were. And then also you get some extra videos as well. So if you want any of those perks, feel free to join. It starts at $1. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to the Cancer Research Institute. I've been working alongside them for a long time now. I started working with them when my best friend Millie passed away due to cancer, and I wanted to find a good way that I could best honor her memory, and this was the best way that I felt I could do so. So if you would like to donate out of the kindness of your heart or to honor Millie's memory, I'll leave that link in the description to make it easy for you. But I'm done selling you guys things. Thank you so much for watching. I said I'm hot, I don't even know why I have a jacket on. But once again, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you liked it. Okay, I love you, peace out, take care, bye-bye. It's very hot, I'm sorry that felt rushed.